Let's switch gears and talk about some of the stuff you've done outside of the business.
Sure, absolutely.
I know you've been involved with various charity organizations or have done things to help out in your community. What sort of things have you done to help out?
Well, I mean, from now, or you mean everything from the past to this to present?
Yeah, everything.
I mean, in the wrestling industry, I got involved in a lot of cancer patients, children that had cancers and or illnesses. I used to make appearances at church and hospitals, um, youth groups at schools, um, just a lot of outreach programs, that I got involved in. But then after that, I got into law enforcement. So then I started doing neighborhood cleanups and, community policing stuff in regards to giving out food, turkeys during the holiday, toy drives. Then I got into the masonry and the Shriners, so the Shriners Hospital, getting involved with kids like that and donating my time to help others who are, homeless. So I got involved in a lot of things. I'm just kind of, it's weird to see the Kingpin on TV and the Kingpin in real life because I'm a shy person. So I really don't like the spotlight in front of, it's just weird. The people go, "You're a wrestler and you don't like to be in front of the camera." I said, "Well, yeah, but the character does, but the real me doesn't like that attention." So, I mean, it's just so many stuff that I've done that is just so, like I said, I forgot some, right now talking to you, I may be like, "Oh shit, crap, I forgot this." But like I said, anything that has to do with children, also elderly people, I like to help.
Was there like a particular time or favorite memory that you've had over the years where you've been able to, brighten someone's day and make someone's day special?
Well, yeah, I mean the one that's the kind of like the pulls the heartstrings a little bit is when you go to the hospitals visiting kids. That's the one because you see tubes in them, and, the feeding tube in the nose, or you can see that they're ill, but they get like excited. I understand why John Cena does those Make-A-Wish Foundation things, or Johnny Depp makes his appearances at the hospitals when kids are just huge fans. So when I was relevant, and I'm not saying I'm not now, but when I was more relevant back then, and I used to go to the hospitals to see kids, and they knew who I was, and they just kind of like, get, they spark up when they see the wrestler come in, and knowing that they're sick or they're dying or they're waiting for some type of, whatever, bone marrow transplant or kidney transplant, whatever it is, and they just forget about that. And just at that moment, they're just a kid happy to see a wrestler. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it seems very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming, whenever you're able to make a kid's day feel special. And you talked about also helping the sick and the elderly. Any memories of that?
Yeah, I mean, they're no longer open right now, but it's the Kansas Masonic Home, so I went over there and done a lot of stuff with them. People, I mean, and I didn't really do much, but just go and just, play checkers or dominoes or talk or just listen. Some of those guys are pretty interested in talking about guys who are just like in World War II or Korean War or Vietnam and stuff, and they tell you good stories. And so sometimes they just want somebody to sit there and just listen and just be interested in what they done in their past. So I mean, I didn't really do much, but just sit there and listen and just give them my time and attention. Sometimes that's all they need.
It is all they need. You just never know what somebody's going through in their life, and especially whether they're a kid or adult, going through something. It's always good to make their day, put a smile on their face, because it's just so hard out there, and especially in the world we live in, it's rough. It's good that you're able to do that and go out there and get involved.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, man. I love doing that stuff, and I'm not looking for accolades. I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm just giving back to people, who, regardless if they didn't know who I was, but that's how you build your legacy. Regardless of what you've done on TV, your legacy lives on through the people that you always helped out. And I always tell wrestlers, when I help wrestlers out, man, because Devon helped me, and when I helped other people, I should say, "Hey, man, just you don't owe me anything. Just help out the next guy. That's how you pay me back."